Hey there, defenders of our dear island. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, The Darkest Ages. Episode 16, Shambling Dead, Storm the Walls. Oh, okay. We have a shambler assault. A horde of shamblers are coming in. Got it? Lillian, just drop that, what you're doing. Alright, here we go. Our alchemical defenses. Stinky corpses. I am going to choose to fall back. No, you guys. What are you? What is the deal? What? I can't. Really? I have to cancel work? Okay. That's weird. And a flash storm. Oh, nice. Ginger, go away. I hear them crunching the walls, but I'm not worried about that. Alright, everyone's going to be forced inside, unless I are drafted. Ginger, do you want... Honestly, I couldn't... Well, I don't even think I have a bow for you. Never mind. Let's move. So you can see the sort of barbecue bottleneck design here in practice. The only thing I have to worry about is the buildup of like toxic stuff. Some of these shamblers. Oh god, Ginger! No! Move! I wanted to preach health, but I got a little close. Alright, we know that the assault was 21 strong. I'm up to 12, so we're over halfway done. What I was trying to do is to have preach health on Klein mid-combat, so that we could, he could be healed. The other thing I might do is to have Ginger start to cremate corpses during this. So this is, I'll rename this cremate rotten animal. And then a new bill. Cremate rotten entity. Because lung rot is setting in, and I don't really need to be rotted. What are you even... Oh, no. Grab one of the... Okay, forget rotten. Human entity. Oh, is it a human-like? Human-like of a natural origin? No? Still no? Oh, because you're forced inside. Unrestricted. Wait, oh my god, don't do that. Because these are just like corpses, right? I guess. Technically, they're like, don't die as shamblers. So this is going to be rotten strangers, rotten non-colonist corpses that are human. This will go back to cremate rotten entity. Ginger, is that good enough? Actionable? Good. So Klein's up to major rot stink. I'm gonna take a step back. Tend him. Because it doesn't seem like the zombies, shamblers in this case, are immediately aggressive towards me. I'll have some time. Let's do this. This door here is going to be shut. Uh-oh. There's a breach. What I wanted to try to do is to go in a different way, or go out a different way, and to meet them in the field, so that I wasn't going to get stunk up. But if this is a breach point, maybe that's where we'll venture out. Oh, good, look at you. Shambler Gorehulk. Ginger, there's closer corpses. You don't have to go all the way over there, 4-1. How's he holding up? He's holding up. He's wounded, but he's holding. Alright, let's see. Let's poke her head out. So there was a breach here, which indicates maybe there's more shamblers. But I'm going to do a quick run around the map patrol. Klein, you can rest. I think I got them all. And this is where the fog of war is really a pain, is like, it's kind of hard to confirm whether they're all clear. But I think we're all clear. I'm going to lift the draft. That will be the last corpse that Ginger goes for a minute. We have some defense replacements to do, and it looks like holding cells is going to be the next priority after defenses. Because they draw upon the same resources, I'm going to finish up defenses before holding cells. So there's different types of shambler assaults, if you weren't aware. There are the assaults and then the wandering. So the wandering shamblers just like hang out wherever they enter the map, and if you leave them alone, they despawn. The shambler assaults are like actively trying to attack you. So you can't just ignore them and hope that they go away, because they're going to be bashing their way into your base. It's getting pretty cold out, so the animals that I hunt won't rot too quickly, which is a bit in my advantage. I can't cremate corpses, so is this a zoning thing? Someone else doing it? Why am I missing? There's corpses here. These are rotting human likes. Oh, the inside zone. Yeah, right. Keep forgetting about that. Okay, so I lifted it, and then Ginger, you are going to be restricted to the island. Let's also correct the inside zone, because the inside zone's kind of wrong now. We, like, changed a whole lot. Man, every time I'm confused, it's always zoning, isn't it? And we'll just keep cremating them. I don't want to get long route. That's a bad way to go. Soon I'll probably need another source of heat in this room. Not quite yet. The torch is able to offset the ambient temperature outside, but like soon that will be needed. The southeast defenses are done. Awesome. We need some repairs in the north. But yeah, things are smoothing out. Might be a little too soon to say that for certainty. Wildlife. There is a cougar. Got it. Arsenal, thank you for the resub. So Ginger's taken it upon herself to cremate corpses, which I think are now reasonable. I think what I'll do is I'm going to remove the corpse zones and cremate the corpses where they pile up. That's why I was hoping for another crematorium, so it's a little bit easier to get rid of the corpses we don't want. For these, I'll just forbid them. But I think that's the right strategy, because we've been hauling corpses from everywhere, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Because we have some meat that is not getting processed, I'm going to re-enable the pemmican. Because we only make pemmican with fresh meat that we don't have room on the racks for. Oh, okay. They're prepare a while. Unfortunately, they're coming the one corner I do not have defenses on, which is like, of course they are, right? So I'm going to try to build these barbecues. I'm going to wake my people up and see about getting as much built as I can. But I won't destroy or break down the things I had queued up. And it does look like there's plenty of them. I don't know if I can get these built in time. Yeah, probably not. Alternatively, what we could try to do is to lure them to the north defenses. Up here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm having a Valka, who is a jogger, run north and shoot at them, luring them into essentially the trap. It does appear like a lot of them are brawlers, which, if I can get the trap going, plays to my advantage. So we're buttoned up here. And what I'm going to try to do is to wound as many as I can so they're slowed, rather than to kill individuals, because they will attack me actively if I kill too many. So spread the damage around as much as I can, using a Valka to snipe them. So some of them aren't taking the bait, but some of them are. Now for raids like this one, I only needed down half. I don't have anyone that can close this door. I'm gonna hope that these guys that did not take the lure, the bait, end up bashing walls rather than that one wooden door, because that one wooden door is pretty vulnerable. Could I have made the Buffalo manhunt? I could have tried. That wouldn't have been unreasonable. So as I was mentioning before, because of the fog mod, enemies do not find pathing normally, so you have to sort of lure them. Which is what I did with a Valka, but it seemed to have worked. Now, of course, this is only going to work in the instance where, like, they prepare a while, and I have lots of time to prepare for their arrival. I don't know where the other one that went south is. He is bashing walls on the east side. Okay. Let's have you attempt to self-tend, because those are pretty nasty wounds. Oh god, I don't know if there's time for that. Okay, they're fleeing. Cool. They're fleeing into our base. Less cool. We are allied with some random factions. Got it. Alright, Lilin, I want you tending. And then Ginger. Can't preach health just yet. These Legion are never, ever, ever, ever gonna befriend us, so I don't really care. Now, their gear isn't really worth taking. And that's the one that broke in. Oh, they just walked in because I haven't finished the walls. Because I'm going to be breaking this door anyway, I'm just going to let them break their way out. Okay. Well, we definitely took... I would say our wall-mounted defenses worked pretty well. So I'm happy with that progress. Friendly fire is much scarier in this mod set? Yes. Cremate corpse. This will be for fresh, non-colonist humans. There we go. And that should help to clean up some of the corpses that we just generated. How's our clothing going? Still working on the dusters. Got it. No, who the hell are you? What? Okay, I guess he got up and then fell again? I don't know, I'm not even sure. Hey, Martius, thank you for the resub. Klein is out of armor. That is a problem. We are going to need to make him armor. I think what I'll do, because it's a matter of honestly just survival, is force wear his old armor that he took off until we have the materials to make good armor. So he had rhino leather armor sported, I think. So I wouldn't mind hunting rhino or something like that to help replace what he lost. Although the rhino are gone. No, the rhino aren't gone. They're still here. They're in the south. Okay, so maybe in the morning I'll hunt the rhino, because what leather do we have available to us? Would rhino leather be the best? So this was a the alternative is, backing up a little bit, if I look into plate armor, we could also put him in heavy leather armor, but it removes his dodge chance. It would raise the sharp. And then, of course, plate armor is basically you don't dodge, you just tank. For the helmets, there's a hit chance because you can't see, and same with the other helmets. So what I had done is I had put him in pretty decent armor that didn't have those penalties. So I can always armor him up more. I meant to tame the porcupine, by the way. I could always armor him up more. It just means he won't be dodging. Which, you know, maybe that's fine. But the rhino leather armor did give him 71% sharp, which is not terrible for medieval. And it doesn't have any penalties other than a small move penalty, which I thought was the least obstructive. So I think I'm going to continue with the... what level of armor to make for Klein? Leather. Heavy leather plate. Now that I've spelt it all out. And then there's the traditional plate armor. The vanilla RimWorld plate armor. So the heavy plate armor from the medieval mod first is like maybe worse than the plate armor of vanilla RimWorld. So I'll add that to the list too. Heavy plate. So putting him in a regular plate won't ruin his dodge chance. He'll just move slower. What benefits do a shield have? So a shield gives you remove dodge and hit chance, but it also protects your hands and arms and torso and gives a fair bit of sharp. So that's why he has a... well, he had a shield. I guess he ditched it. But he should definitely get a shield too. Here it is. He had a heater shield. Which, yes, it moves chance, but because it doesn't slow him down, it's worth having, because it raises his defenses considerably. And then the leather helmets have a sharp of 28, and it covers head and ears. I could also do a simple metal helmet as well, I think, once I get plate armor. The heavy plate helmets aren't terrible. Why can't I make simple helmets yet? Oh, I can. So these things might even be better than what he's currently wearing. So I can trade up. Between steel and uranium, what would be the better material? I hadn't even thought of that. Uranium has a sharp armor of 108, and steel has a sharp armor of 90? Yeah, we'll make it out of uranium. 1 uranium helmet. I don't think bioferrite is going to be as good. If you're wondering how bioferrite fares comparatively, it's Bioferrite makes for good Psycaster weapons, but not good armor. Oh, 110. No, I take it back. Yeah, maybe I'll make a Bioferrite helmet. Where are the dead enemies on my head? Man, I'll make it out of uranium, because there's a lot of other use cases for Bioferrite. It looks like plate armor is edging out. Got it. We'll put him in proper plate. In that case, we should probably continue the plate armor research, because I can't really, you know, put him in plate armor without that done. Oh my goodness, that is corn de jour. Which makes no sense. Corn of the day. Whatever. Okay, Operation Build the Defenses still coming together. We're getting some of the first barbecues down there, which is awesome. Yeah, he really looks like a man-at-arms now. Alright, and let's get that rhino. Although, we are putting him in plate, so maybe I won't even bother. I don't need a push for that anymore. She needs to stop making pemmican? Well, there's nowhere else to put the raw meat, so pemmican makes sense, honestly. Alright, our researcher is McGee, so I'm gonna lower McGee's construction to put him on research, so you can help with researching plate armor. There he is. We're also starting to want to just farm, which is part of our ideology building structure. The problem is I don't... Well, I can make one, but our art skills are much to be desired, I think is the nicest way to put it. So I will try to make a just form, but I don't think it's going to come out very good. How have we not patched... And why are you wearing that helmet? Oh, I mean... No, but don't. I'm gonna need to make apparel settings now. I'll call this Archer. So, Archers. No tainted apparel, 51% up. Headgear. Should only be caps. I think that's reasonable, given that caps give you a shooting accuracy advantage. Right? Shooting accuracy +2. Armor. None. Leather armor wouldn't be unreasonable other than the move speed penalty, but for now we're not going to do any. Utility. Torch belt. Miscellaneous. We'll allow for pants. And parkas. Shields, none. Tabards are fine. Where is Duster here? Literally, I don't know what a Duster is. How does that even make sense? I've made Dusters, so how can it not be part of this list? Also, where's my button-down shirts? How is this even possible? I'm wearing clothing that isn't allowed to be assigned? Excuse you? Well, that's confusing. Yeah, I can't do it. I might need to manually assign clothing then, because it's being a little weird. Did I take it off dead people? No. That's not how the game works. Did they... they got moved to undiscoverable for no good reason. I can't answer questions. I don't have the answer. So you can keep asking me questions about this. I don't know. And I won't know. And you can keep asking, and I still won't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's like a bug. Oh, okay. Well, that helps with the rhino, I guess. It just self-tamed? Alright. I'm gonna have to do manual clothing. I guess it's fine. It's whatever. It's a bug I'll, like, try to fix later. One of the things I could do, which would make this a little easier, is if I put my clothing that is decent somewhere specific, so I could find it easier. So I'm going to make some shelves up here for that purpose. These shelves are going to be important for weapons. And these shelves are going to be important for apparel. For apparel, no tainted and 95 up. Or let's do 80 up. And for weapons, I'll allow all weapons initially and then filter it from there. The defenses in the southwest are almost done. And I'll probably need to do a high priority haul again, except for, let's say, Medic and a Valka to tidy up the corn, because otherwise we're going to have a lot of rotten corn. Once we have the clothing benches, it will be a lot easier to, like, dress ourselves. And I'll make sure everyone's wearing something appropriate. You all are not moving the corn very quickly, are you? I think it'd also be wise to finish building the northern door. Or walls, rather. It's been a minute. There we go. As far as I know, we have a complete set of walls around the base now. Yeah. I just realized Maddox's been crafting in the dark. I'm going to move it as a torch in the middle. That should help to illuminate his work area. So we want to just form. Just form is our ideology symbol or whatever. We'll make it out of granite because that's just the easiest to make. Actually, let's do it out of slate. We have some slate. And then the artist is Klein, I guess, at a whopping 4 art skill. So, I'm sure, let's make it out of jade. I'm sure it's going to be like a horrible quality, but like I have no other better use for jade, so. Make a jade just form and it will come out awful, I am sure. Pull in the high priority hall. Now we can go back to work. Normal work. We've got about 2 days left of the correct temperatures for plants. So I may need to consider doing a forced harvest of the cotton early. I'll just keep an eye on it. Make sure that it isn't necessary. We still have some steel yet to be hauled. We might need to re-up our wood. We're a little low on wood. We might finally be in a position to do a tree cut zone. Prior to this, we've just been cutting anything that we could get our hands on that was closest to the base. But what I'll do is I'll set up a tree cutting zone to the east. And only cut mature trees. And that should help to more responsibly source from the forest. There was also an ambrosia zone here, I thought. Let's search for it. Oh, it was down here. Yep, and that's ready to harvest. Home zone update. Looks correct to me. And this is the final arquebus going in, and then we'll get the door going. Yeah, I have the uranium. Fix this gate a little bit, and then we'll be all set. Plate armor just got researched, and that also allows us to make the plate armor for Klein, so that in the case of he needs to hold out against hell, we've got the material for it. Lynx hunting Lilin. Lynx moves at 5, so I'm not going to be able to outrun it. So as soon as it catches me, I'll stop. Punch. Yo, can you... I have zero faith in your defense. Oh my god. Okay. You almost died from a lynx, which is like ridiculously embarrassing. What build just finished? The just form? Yeah, there it is. And we'll put it in there. Hold still. We're also going to want a new heater shield for him. And that's going to be steel. The difference between the round and the heater. So the heater has a dodge and hit chance penalty, but more armor. The round shield... No, actually the heater shield's just better in every way. Got it. So we're making a set of armor for him. Lilin, let's get you some preach health. And you are going to be restricted to the island for now, because I don't think you should be venturing out wounded. I'm going to micromanage McGee here, so that we can finally check off this gatehouse or defense update as being done. And then we can start working on holding cells. Is it possible to update the types of food that they eat? It's possible. I'm not going to be doing it because lavish meals are a lot more labor. So unless I'm running into mood problems, lavish meals don't make a lot of sense. Because I have a labor shortage, not a mood shortage. Alright, we have our basic defenses, so build holding cells is the next task. I'm going to give it a minute so that we can clean up and repair, because the base hasn't had a good fixing it for a while. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that watched all the way to the credits. So thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode for an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.